I kicked my mother out of my house, and the reason will shock you. The night I lost the World Cup was the darkest night of my life. I came home with heavy step. The stadium lights were gone, but the noise of defeat stayed in my ears. The house was empty. Georgina and Junior were on a trip. I thought I would rest. I thought I would find peace. But then my mother called me into the living room. Her eyes were serious, her voice sharp. She said words I never imagined. Cristiano, the reason you lost is Georgina. I froze, my own mother, blaming the woman I love. And before I could even breathe, she continued, break up with her. She's a distraction. Without her, you would have won. Her words cut me like fire. All my pain, all my sacrifice, and she attacked the one person who stood by me always. I clenched my fists. My anger exploded. I shouted, enough. If you cannot respect Georgina, you cannot stay in this house. And in that moment of rage, I told my mother to leave. She looked at me with tears in her eyes, but said nothing. She packed her bag and walked out. For days, I buried the guilt. I trained, I traveled, I pretended nothing happened. But then Georgina and Junior came back. The first thing Georgina asked was, where is your mom? I avoided her eyes. I gave no answer. One night, she called me while I was at training. Her voice was shaking. Cristiano, where is your mother? I can't find her anywhere. I stayed silent. I let the call end. When I came home, she was waiting. Her eyes full of fear. She grabbed my arm. Tell me, where is she? I sighed. I told her everything. How I lost the World Cup, how my mother blamed her, and how I told my mother to leave. Georgina's face turned pale, then red with anger. You threw your mother out because of me? Cristiano, how could you? Her words hurt more than my mother's did. She stormed out and went straight to my old home. There, she found my mother, alone, silent, broken. Georgina cried, fell to her knees, and begged, please come back, please forgive us. But my mother shook her head. No, my son told me to leave. A mother cannot return until he asks her himself. Georgina came back in tears. She looked at me and said words that shattered me inside. Either you apologize to your mother or I will leave you. I was shocked. For the first time in years, I felt cornered. I knew I had created this storm and only I could end it. The next morning, we drove to my old home. When I saw my mother sitting there, fragile but proud, I broke down. I fell to my knees. Mom, forgive me. I lost myself in anger. I should never have spoken to you like that. Please come home. Her eyes filled with tears. She touched my face gently, like she did when I was a boy. Finally, she nodded. Let's go home. We returned together. Georgina smiled through her tears. Junior hugged his grandmother tightly, never letting go. The house felt whole again, and that night I realized something. Trophies can be lost, matches can be lost, but if you lose your family, you lose everything. If you believe family should always come before pride, comment below family first.